Journal.
We'll find out what the local business community thinks about the millions Microsoft is investing in a new facility. Welcome back, everybody. If it's Tuesday, it means we are talking business news in partnership with our friends over at the Milwaukee Business Journal.
Joining us this afternoon is Teddy Nykiel from the Milwaukee Business Journal to talk about the big stories. Hi, Teddy.
Hi.
All right, so you were mentioning a lot of Microsoft talk because when a company like that makes an investment in the state of Wisconsin, everyone's talking about it. You're talking to business leaders. What are you hearing from them?
There's definitely a lot of excitement. Obviously, like you said, everyone knows the name Microsoft, and they have a history of doing what they say they're going to do, which is what people want to see on that site after what we saw with Foxconn. So I think there's a lot of trust in Microsoft, maybe some healthy skepticism from some, until we see the data center actually open. But overall, a lot of excitement, a lot of people noting that they've had a lot of impact already in the community. They've been doing things in the community in Wisconsin before this, like with Titletown Tech, which I think we're going to talk about next, and some computer science programs for high school students and things like that. So I think there's a lot of excitement and kind of some thoughts that they might be even expanding beyond what they've already announced. So that'll be interesting to see how big they really get.
What I was struck by when I was reading the journal this morning is how quickly Microsoft is moving down there. I mean, they know what they're doing and they can get things done fast.
They're already under construction on their first phase, and actually they just bought more land yesterday in Mount Pleasant. So they're continuing
So that's the
to grow.
expansion you're talking about. Perhaps we could see more of an investment from them.
Yeah, I mean, they've already bought more than 1,300 acres, and yesterday they just bought another 32. So it looks like they're continuing to assemble land down there. So we'll be watching to see. It looks like they might be likely purchasing some more, so we'll be following that.
All right, you said the name with 3 T's, Titletown Tech. That's the venture capital firm that's Microsoft and the Packers teaming up on. They're going to have an office on the campus at UW Milwaukee. So this is a Green Bay initiative that's coming south.
Yeah, that was an exciting announcement that was kind of hidden in the Microsoft news last week, that Titletown Tech is opening an office in Milwaukee. So as you mentioned, they're based in Green Bay, right near Lambeau Field. They have a beautiful facility up in Green Bay, but they're going to have an office in Milwaukee as well. It's going to be as part of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee campus, so it's going to be embedded there. We talked to one of the executives at Titletown just this week, and he said they're hoping to be there by next month. They're going to have 2 full-time employees. So it'll be exciting to see kind of what they add to the tech scene here. They've already invested around $25 million in 30 different startups. Many of them are in Wisconsin. Some of them have moved to Wisconsin after the investment. So I think there's a lot of excitement in that as well.
Quite the draw. Okay, so recently you had a chance to hear from the CEO of Baird, and I love hearing from leaders because you get a lot of good ideas. What did you learn from the conversation with him?
Yeah, so actually I was writing about Microsoft when the CEO was at our event, but our new reporters, Drew and Logan, were all over this story. And so I'm happy to report that they wrote about some of the topics that Steve talked about. One of the interesting things that came out of that was the RNC. Obviously, everyone's gearing up for the Republican National Convention, and Baird is a major downtown employer. They have 1,500 employees in the U.S. Bank Center. And Steve said they're going to be able to potentially work from home during the convention. This is interesting because the organizers of the RNC have been saying they want people to be in the office during the RNC. They want to see downtown bustling. They want to see, people, they want Milwaukee to look vibrant.
Yeah.
And so seeing like a major employer like Baird that they might be working from home, it's just interesting to follow. We've seen Northwestern Mutual, for example, another downtown employer, has said they're going to also be working remotely that week. So we're kind of continuing to track what downtown employers are going to be doing about the RNC.
Yeah.
It's a big imposition bringing 50,000 people to town.
Yeah, I mean, the traffic, you have to imagine.
We're used to 15-minute commutes in Milwaukee, and we're not going to have
It might take a little longer in that week during July.
Well, Teddy Nykiel, thanks so much. Milwaukee Business Journal.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again. We'll see you next week. For more of today's top business stories, you can head to bizjournals.com/Milwaukee.